Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Be sure to join us at latenighthealth.com. Lots going on over there. latenighthealth.com. Our guest this segment of our show is Jennifer Weber. She's an author and spiritual teacher. Even at an early age, Jennifer was an empath, feeling the energy of others. And today she helps people around the world with her writings, her speaking, and her books. In fact, she has a book out. It's Living Guided. Divine Power is Always and Forever with You. Jennifer, welcome to Late Night Health.
Thank you, Mark. It's a pleasure to be here.
What do you mean by divine power?
Yes, well, that encompasses a lot. But what I found in my life is when I surrendered to what I felt what I was being guided to do, and oftentimes I would ignore, and I felt the prompting to do something, and I would ignore it and just not follow it. Life was really difficult for many years, and on a rare occasions when I actually listened to what I felt were promptings or guidance, things went really, really well, and I experienced a lot of good changes in my life. And I finally got wise through a really difficult time in my life. But that was a powerful source of guidance for me, and it was through prayer. And in that, I received really profound changes in my purpose, and you name it, and I got it. It was all good.
So you found your purpose through this intuition, this guidance that came to you.
Yes, I really did.
I have talked to many, many people over the years, and I think the hardest part for me is the listening. I mean, I like to think that when I'm talking to you or other people that I listen, but listening to something greater than ourselves, and I believe that there is something out there, whatever it might be. Our previous guest described it as agnostic. We don't know what it is, and I like that definition. For me, it can be different for other people. But how do we tune in? How do we listen? Is that something that's in your book?
Yes, and I address that because I wasn't. I experienced not listening a lot for a very long time, and I had said, went through a really difficult period, and it's like sometimes we have to go through something hard. I don't think it's always the case. This is what I want to teach. I want people to get it before something very, very difficult, tragic happens. They have to, or that's kind of like a forced, surrender. I kind of was in that boat, but what really it comes to is asking. It's as simple as that. And ask and you shall receive, right? And that seems so simplified. Is it really that easy? And yeah, because it's like it's already in us. It's already there. It's like this GPS system. All we have to do to turn it on is to tell it what we want or ask. How can we be guided into what we want? And then also being open. The third component of that ask and receiving is right in the middle there is believe. So ask, believing that you're going to receive, or what you receive is guidance, and receive it. And then I think there is actually a fourth component, which is taking action on that.
Say that last part again. Say that last one again.
Action.
Oh.
Action is probably the most important component of this asking, believing, receiving. The fourth aspect of that is taking action on it.
I think that's the part that a lot of metaphysical books, spiritual books, even religious books, they forget. Otherwise, it's wishing, and wishing is good.
Right.
Hoping is good, but if you don't take action, what if what a person wants? They want to be a basketball player, okay? But the universe says, we want you to bowl.
Right, and you have to say this, in some way, you can ask for anything you want. The answer isn't always yes. that doesn't mean that the answer is yes, and we're going to get an answer. That I can tell you, you're going to get an answer. The answer isn't always yes. So the guidance is tailored to you and who you were designed to be. Who you were created to be. There is a purpose. There is a design for your life. And, here's another thing. Emotions inform us where some aspect of our life needs our attention. And it's kind of, I like to look at it in this way, divine or God, source, or you want to label that higher power, is kind of knocking on your door and saying, hey, you know what, this negative emotion you keep dealing with, that you keep throwing under the rug or, sweeping aside, I'd ask you to take a look at it and take notice, because it's something I want to tell you. I think something in your life needs your attention, and this is how I'm going to get it. You're not going to feel good until you address it. It's like that tugging, a child tugging at your pants, and you're busy, I don't have time for you right now. But if you look at it for a second, okay, what do you want? What are you trying to tell me? What can I do right now to address what it is you're trying to say? When you give it attention, it may be a lot less impactful than you think. It may be something that's easily addressed, or it may be a complete turnaround of your life.
But how do you know what? How do you know what to listen to? 2:00 in the morning, you wake up and you think,
sure,
I want a new job. And you just can't, you focus on that, or money, or a relationship, but it's 2:00 in the morning. I mean,
right. I've had that. Mm-hmm.
How do you listen then? Because of the the anxiety at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
You remember those days.
And that is, I have been there. I've been in that space where, something is really nagging at me, and I'm anxiety ridden. Our doubts and our fears and worries and concerns can really take hold and really spiral us down into a negative, spiral. And you're kind of in this hole. It's hard to dig yourself out of that and really hear guidance. And what is guidance? When I'm in the middle of that, it doesn't feel like you're being very guided. So, and I've been there, and I continue to go there at times. Doesn't mean because I've surrendered and I'm listening to guidance, but I don't have those human moments, which are, it's part of our aspect of being here. We're imperfect and we need help. So I'll go into that, hole of anxiety, spiraling down into these negative emotions. We can indulge in that, and oftentimes we're in the middle of that. We do. I don't know why. It's part of human nature. We allow our fears, worries, and concerns to take us over. What I say when you're in the middle of that, and what I found is a tool for myself to get out of that spiral, the dark place really, is to ask. And then oftentimes it's the weirdest thing when you're in the middle of it, it's the last thing you want to do. I don't know why, but it really is. But kind of like you kind of have to force yourself. All right, I'm in the middle of this crap storm, and I don't like it, and it really sucks, and I don't feel good, and I want out, but I don't even want to ask how to get out. That's what I have to say, all right, I'm going to do it. I'll ask for guidance. In the middle of that, I will go to prayer. I'll say, God, no, feel good. I don't like this. I need your help. I need you to guide me here. And you don't have to, trust
It seems
God,
easy. The way you're saying it, Jennifer, makes it seem so very, very easy. I mean, really.
It does, right?
Yeah. But
it kind of is, really, and you're going to say something, and I'll let you say that, because I think you have some other questions in that.
Oh, I always have questions. You know that. Our guest is Jennifer Weber. She's an author and spiritual teacher. The name of her book is Living Guided. Divine Power is always and forever with you. You can find out more information about Jennifer at listentoguidance.com, listentoguidance.com. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different than we do with Robert Clancy. Robert actually introduced me to Jennifer, and we thought it would be great if we listened to Robert and his inspirational message and have Jennifer listen, and the three of us will have a conversation as we continue. Robert Clancy, the author of The Messenger, coming up in just a couple of moments here on Late Night Health. Don't you dare go away. More coming up. And be sure to join us at latenighthealth.com. Jennifer and I and the insane Daryl Wayne return. Don't go away.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words are a critical aspect of success. How you get your point across is a crucial part of what makes anything sell. So do it right and hire a writer. Whether it's articles, blog posts, technical writings, website content, product descriptions, or ghostwriting anything from a novel to a nonfiction book about your navel, contact Servet Hassan. If you want it to sell, write it right. Email Servet at servet@servethassan.com.
Welcome to Guide to the Soul. This is Robert Clancy. Balance in life isn't about making everything equal. It's about sharing equal parts of your heart for each area of your life. Many people seem to struggle with bringing their life into balance. Family, work, and health all seem to be a challenge these days. Think of the demands you have on your own schedule and time. It can be frustrating and overwhelming. What's most important to discover is that peace is not about finding a quiet place among the chaos. Peace is about listening for the divine whispers of love amidst this turmoil. Take a breath and you will find balance.
For more inspiration from Robert Clancy, visit guidetothesoul.com or go to the Moments with Robert page on latenighthealth.com.
The latest from the greatest, the best in new music by classic rockers, with your host, the insane Daryl Wayne.
This is Alice Cooper, and if Daryl Wayne is insane, what does that make me? Criminally insane. Stick around to find out.
Many of the artist interviews from the latest from the greatest have been captured on audiobook. There is a Volume 1 and Volume 2. Great information and conversations with people in the industry and people surrounded by the industry, and of course the rock stars themselves.
I'm the Reverend Al Green, and you're listening to the insane Daryl Wayne. And I said Wayne Insane.
You can find it on Amazon or Blackstone Audio. Search for the latest from the greatest from Daryl Wayne, Darrell Wayne.
Hello, this is Weird Al Yankovic, and you're listening to the insane Daryl Wayne, aren't you?
Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn. We're going to do something a little bit different, as I just mentioned. We've got Robert Clancy, the author of The Messenger, and you can find out more about him at guidetothesoul.com. We're going to talk with Robert right now, and we've invited Jennifer Weber, who we had on our last segment, to also participate with us. Jennifer is an author and spiritual teacher. Robert always gives us an inspirational message, and the topic today is the unknown. Robert, I turn it over to you.
I know. We were talking about this, and you said, what is the topic? And I said, unknown, and you kept going back and forth. Well, what is it? Well, the unknown is the beauty in every new day, and you should never fear it. And thinking about that, I got these words that came into me this week, and I really thought about it. You know, as much as you plan, you really never know what's going to unfold in that day. So I faced it with that kind of beauty in my mind that I never know who I'm going to be speaking with. And even things that seem like they're negative or something that you might perceive as bad happening to you has a reason. And there is some beauty in that when you come through, and especially those facing medical conditions, because you really don't know what that prognosis is. And you breathe a sigh of relief when they come and say, "Oh, you're cancer free," or those things. But up to that point, you have that worry and that fear about the unknown, and you shouldn't fear it.
Jennifer, do you think that most people do fear the unknown? You know, they wake up and they go, what's going to happen today?
Oh, yeah, I think that's the part of being a human being here on this planet. The unknown can really scare us, and we like to be in control, but the truth is we really are not totally in control. It's also the beauty of it, the surprise element of being alive. If you were to ask people, do you really want to know every single outcome of every single day? I would guess that most people say, no, I really don't. Because it's part of the beauty of being alive.
Right.
Not knowing everything.
Right. The challenges, the ups, the downs of the day, the day-to-day living. But I think I'd like to know more than I do now. Robert, what about you? Do you think that most people are okay with not knowing what's happening each and every day of their lives?
Well, that'd be most people except you, because you want to know.
I do want to know.
Look at each day. Each day is a gift. And if you knew what was in the gift, the surprise wouldn't be there. If you opened it, as soon as you do that, it's now I know what it is. But up until that point, you have that anticipation of what's going to unfold. And when you approach it with the open heart, open mind, open soul, everything unfolds beautifully, and it's all in alignment. And what Jennifer said about free will, you might think that you're in control, but you really you have some control, but your GPS point's already set. Where your car drives, you might go off the road or something, but eventually you're going to get to that point. You just might take a little longer to get there.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking, it's the outcome that we're trying to control when we're in a place of fear, and we may be shown and guided into the next step and the next step, and there's small guidances going in one direction. That's what we can know, or that's what we can be shown. It's the outcome that will reveal itself. That we can never know ahead of time.
If we had an equation, okay, the unknown equals fear. I'll turn to Robert. Is that something that I think most people, even without algebra, would understand or agree to?
I would say that the unknown actually equals hope plus love, which ultimately creates faith. That's how I view it.
That's very positive.
Fear is just an illusion that will keep you motivated in some ways, and you can use fear to your advantage, and that's the beauty of it. It's all part of the human experience to have those emotions, but for me, hope and love are the two driving forces of the bottom part of the pyramid that leads to faith, and that's trusting in the big picture. And when you trust the big picture, there really is no fear.
Jennifer, can you respond to that equation?
Yes, that's where you're going to feel fear no matter what, just part of being human. It comes up. But when you go to trust, meaning you ask for guidance, you go to prayer, you meditate, you go into a place of, okay, I'm going to communicate with you, this higher power, and that brings with it a sense of peace in the unknown and trusting that the unfolding will be to your highest and best good.
And to the good of the world?
And others.
And others. And others. We're talking with two people right now. We're talking with Robert Clancy, our regular contributor, the author of The Messenger. You can reach out to him at guidetothesoul.com. And we also are talking with Jennifer Weber. And Jennifer is the author of Living Guided, Divine Power is Always and Forever with You. And your website again is what, Jennifer?
It is listen2guidance.com.
I just wanted to make sure I got those both out because we only have a couple of moments left. Robert, when you're speaking or talking to other people, your message is always of love, of hope, and of faith. And this, of course, affects the health of people. But I think a lot of people don't understand that, and they fear things. We were talking earlier in the show about a young man who has had cancer for 22 years. and his last diagnosis was brain cancer, and he said he now has the opportunity to have a great life. It's changed his life. It was so uplifting for me to hear that. It's almost tearful. Can you respond to that?
Yes, puts a smile on my face, that kind of story. And I had somebody post a question the other day about the peaks of life. And I said, I'm there, and do I keep going higher, or am I good? And I said, the response was, the peaks of life are only there to show you how beautiful the valleys are below them. You're not meant to spend too much time in either of those, and I know that from climbing. And you just need to drink in the precious views and the perspective that each of those two places bring you. And you keep moving. And that's what the unknown is, moving into that space and doing it without fear on either of those planes.
Because people don't know what's coming next, second by second, minute by minute. Yet if we knew, and I don't want to know everything, but I'd like to have guidance. In speaking with you, Jennifer, you were saying to be open to listening. Other people might call it receiving. And you gave some tips on that. Do you think that many people today in 2020, it's really an amazing year so far, that we are open to listening for that guidance?
When I talk to people, when I help them through whatever issue they're going through, there is definitely a need for guidance. There is that overwhelming desire, as you pointed out, and as part of being human, to want to know, what's my next move? What do I do next? Where am I supposed to go? What am I here for? And that need to know can be satisfied by asking, by going to prayer, by seeking that guidance, and then receiving that. And it is really quite beautiful. I mean, I tell people, you don't have to listen to me. Just run the experiment. Give it a try. Try it for a day.
Right.
Try it for, ideally even, just try it for a week. See what happens. Just be open to giving this experiment a go. And I can guarantee you some things are going to happen.
Jennifer, thank you very much. Robert, as always, thank you for being here on Late Night Health. Jennifer Weber, and you can reach out to listen to guidance.com, and also go to guidetothesoul.com and visit us at latenighthealth.com. Lots of .coms in there. I'm Mark Alyn. Have a great week, everybody. Have a good week, and most importantly, have a healthy week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
You've been listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. Join us again next week.
There's a lot of talk all over the internet about the remarkable benefits of Carbon-60, and baby boomers are especially excited about it. Greska's Carbon-60 is the premium Carbon-60, developed by an aerospace and NASA scientist. 95% of Greska's customers report positive results from this Nobel Prize-winning technology in just 4 days. Imagine more energy, better health, and more vitality. It's very bioavailable to quickly mend toxin-crippled cells. This is a super powerful antioxidant. Bob Greska is so confident that you'll love his Carbon-60, he wants to send you a bottle at 50% off the regular price to see how life-changing this will be for you. Call 720-600-6040. That's 720-600-6040. Visit c-60.com to learn more. Call 720-600-6040 now, or visit c-60.com.